Hey friends, this is Nicole with Chat with Nicole and Budget, and today we are budgeting. So really quick before we dive in to budgeting for September, because there's lots to discuss, I wanted to do a little quick check-in. Look at my overflowing cup. I am so, oops, my alarm, hold on. Sorry. I'm so excited about my cup. We did so well this past month of August with using cash, and this is the fruits of my labor. So I will be doing that in a few days. We're gonna go over how much is in here for the month, and we'll empty it out and start fresh for September. So I'm very excited about my cup. I think this is the first time that it's been that full. I'm just gonna move some of these things away so I can have a little bit more space. So we will quick check in for August. And so here's the thing. This is the credit card payments of where we stand on things, and I'm gonna make a phone call today to each one so that I can do something similar to this for September. The last day of the month, I like to check, where each one stands officially. Here's the thing. I have a few challenges that are in the Finish Challenge envelope pouch that I haven't pulled from the pouch and made the payment yet. So I was thinking I'm just gonna keep this how it is. It's the last day of the month anyway, so those are going, even though we finish the challenges in August, I'm gonna put them towards the September credit card payment. So that's fine as long as it gets to the credit card, right? Okay, so here, that is my reminder, which let's just jump to that. On the Etsy, Chat with Nicole Budget, there's no and in my Etsy name. Etsy said that name is too long, so I had to squish it down to Chat with Nicole Budget. So on my Etsy, this Labor Day weekend, we are doing 25% off orders of $15 or more. So I just put that as a little reminder to myself to let you guys know. So anyway, with that said, I wrote down the dates for September in the calendar. And this is a freebie on my Google Drive, and it is going to be in the description for this video. So I made September like a back to school theme. And then I have, this is what mine looks like. The freebie for you guys does not include the binder names, and it does not include the envelope names because these are very specific to me. So I wanted to make it basic so you guys can make it your own. And I personally add these per paycheck. So I have a few of them, and then at the end is the last one, which is my September credit card payment. So that's what that one looks like, and that's also in the Google Drive. They're all one file. So that's what we're gonna work on today. We're gonna work on this right here. And yes, so let's get going. First, I guess I have to pick colors. I was thinking red and blue kind of gives me a, I don't know, school color vibe. I don't know. It's almost like the flag, but I don't know. Whatever. That's what we're gonna go with. So, okay, so I'm like, where do I start? So this is kind of my rundown of how I do it. I write a list of my income amounts and the dates, which I have right here. So that brings me to my first thing. This month is going to be different. We usually have a room renter that pays $550 on the first, and then a room renter that pays $350 for a smaller room, usually the third or fourth week, Wednesday-ish of the month. So a few things. Our room renter that was paying on the 1st has moved out, and I'm very excited for her to move on to her next stage of life. And I'm glad we were able to help her save, as much as she did. She was with us for, I don't know, a year maybe, something like that. And then the room renter, the first, that was technically I would call that one the second room renter. And the first room renter is staying, but switching rooms. So it's a little confusing, but switching rooms to the bigger room, so $550 a month. So my income is on the 5th. I get $19.18 after taxes. So I wrote that up here in red, color coding. I color code everything. And then my second paycheck of the month is on the 20th. It's always on the 5th and 20th, and it's always $19.18 and some change after taxes. And then our room renter, number 1, is still going to be paying, so it'll be the 18th, which is the third week. But the payment isn't going to be $350 from that room renter anymore. It's going to be $550. So a little confusing, but basically we're less $350 this month. So we're working with it. Rebudgeting. I feel like I rebudget almost every month, maybe every other month, but it's okay. That's life, right? We gotta work with it and figure it out. Okay, so let me quick go through the rest of this. I did get a Rakuten payout. That will be linked in the description below. Rakuten is like this company that gives you links that you can earn cash back on your orders for other parties. For example, our bigger one is Ulta. My daughter shops on Ulta online, and so instead of going to Ulta's direct website, she will go to Rakuten and find the Ulta link, and then click that, and it will take her to Ulta's website, and she'll order just like normal through that. It's like an affiliated link. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works, but I do know that I get payouts every 3 months, and I got one paid out, and it was $90. And then we still have my bonuses. Every 5th of the month, I get bonuses if I qualify for them. This month, I'm not expecting too much, just like 100. It's like 150 minus taxes, so we'll see how that ends up being. I put 120-ish. And then my travel reimbursement, I haven't figured it out yet, but whatever it ends up being, it will be going to my Sam's credit card. So first, write down the list of income amounts and the dates, which I did in red. Next, write the list of bills and the amounts and the dates. So I wrote out everything that needs to be paid from my paycheck on the 5th, basically anything that's due prior to the 19th. And that's what's written here. And then anything that's due, that has a due date between the 20th and the 4th, is written out here. The only difference is my first one right here is my Best Buy credit card, and I am going to put $100 towards that credit card, and it's going to come from the account cushion because it is actually due on the 3rd. So it'll come from my account cushion, but then it'll be replenished and put back once I get paid on the 5th. Following me still? You guys still with me? Okay. So then the other thing I added was our food shopping. 500, I decided to pull it from the room renter. Okay, so that is the orange, and then the green, which is figure out which bills you want to pay from which income payments, which is why I squared it off in green, because that's what I did. The next step is write a list of variables and your savings goals. So I have that here, which is pretty much all the time. My savings goal binder, I have 2 goals. I have the goal, which is this color. And then I have like a minimum preference goal, which is this color. So my savings goal binder, my goal every month is 300 with a minimum hope of contributing 150 per month to that one. 100 envelope challenge, 330 or a minimum of 150. The doggy binder is of 100, minimum 50. My Christmas binder is 167, which to get that, I took the 12 months and I divided it by 2,000, I believe. And then I think that's how I came up with the 167. If not, then I may have divided it by 11 months. I can't remember. And I don't have my calculator. Oh, I should grab, oh, I have it. I have the calculator. I was gonna say I should grab it for my, all right, let me quick check. 2,000 divided by 12 is, yes, 167. Okay, so that's what I did. Because my goal to save for Christmas was $2,000. And then, so that brings it to 167 with a minimum of 75. Monday Minis is different. That one is actually from babysitting. The month ahead binder is $80, minimum 40. Then we come to these, which are a different color. I color code everything because these are like priority savings. So I have to save for my car registration. Well, I don't have to save, but I have to pay it. So if I divide it by 12, it comes to $21. So that's why the minimum is $21. I can't negotiate that, unfortunately. Same with Amazon Prime. The goal and minimum is $12. Our trash bill is $36, and I forgot to fix that one. So let's fix that one. The minimum is $36 because our bill went up a bit. And then electric/car maintenance is $35 with a minimum of $20. We fully funded our electric bill savings, and so now it's more or less the car maintenance, which I really want to get a couple hundred in that, but I keep having to use it, so we'll see what happens. And then the last are my grandson, baby Jay, $30 a month, minimum of $20. My nieces and my one nephew is the same, and same for my daughter, $30 and minimum of $20. And then if you could see it, it's birthdays is $25, minimum of $10, and holidays is $25, minimum of $10. So that is my list of variables and savings goals. That is the blue. So the next is figure out which of these can be added in to these without going over your paycheck, which is this paper. So I wrote this out to show you guys. So these bills totaled $1,574, and then I had $344 left, so I was able to squish those in to that one. And then I did the same thing for this one, $391 with $1,527, and both of those equal $1,918. And then the room renters excess dollars is going to go to the month ahead in the doggy binder. And then I figured out Rakuten. So all of this is figured out now, and I am at the step where I need to add it to here. So this one is my month view, so that way I can always see today's date and do I need to make a payment to somebody or not or can I make a video, things like that. So now I have to pick which color. I was thinking to use the red and blue for here, like the planned amount and then the actual amount. So maybe I won't do that here, because the last step is to go through, after you fill this out, you go through and you highlight each payment and what's going to be paid with that income amount. So that would be, pretend I highlight this W-2 on the 5th, then I would highlight that pretend orange, and then all these bills and these things I would highlight orange, and then a different color for each paycheck. So maybe we will do that. I always get nervous to highlight because sometimes my pens smear, so I prefer to, instead of using the highlight method, I prefer to just color code when I'm writing. So we could do that. If we're doing red, then maybe, oh, I did orange already for the date. So red, orange, yellow, can't. Green, we can do green, okay? So we could do green for the 5th. We could do blue for the 20th. Oh no, for the 18th. And then we could do purple for the 20th. Oh yeah. And then we could do maybe this pink for the Rakuten. Okay, we're good. All right, so let me put those aside and we will start with green. All right, I am going to, well, should I speed you guys up or do you want to see the full process? Maybe I'll speed you guys up for right now, because I'm gonna have to go back and forth because I honestly forget which date of the month. I didn't write that part. I skipped that. So I'll be right back. Sorry guys, my alarm went off. Okay, so I'm gonna speed you up for real. Hi, what's a video without whiteout? Okay, I think I have it almost all. So let's review because we have to do the things down the side. Let me go back with all the colors. We still don't need red or blue. So let's go to our orange. Let's start with green, and we will start with my first paycheck of the month. I don't know how to bend this, but that's how it's gonna get bent. So we have the bills all written out in green along with the paycheck on the 5th in green. So on the side over here, we are gonna write down the items that I listed out, and I can double check with my calculator after I write it out just to make sure my math is correct. So these on the side here are going to be like savings goals, which isn't a bill, so it's not well, minus like the trash, you know, it's not an absolute must, but that one particularly happens to be, yes, it is. All right, guys, let's add these up. So we have 100 plus 880 plus 186 plus 30 plus 90 plus 50 plus 60 plus 28 plus 150, and that comes to 1574. And then maybe I could just do it this way. And then we have 36 and 12, 21 and 20, 20 again and 10, 20 again and 50, plus 150 plus 5 is 344, plus 1574 comes to 1918. Perfect. Okay, so let's move on to the plan for the second paycheck, which is the 20th. So we have, what do we have? Okay, so we have some of the bills, and then, oh yes, because the 20th I fund my spending envelopes, but this month we're cutting back a bit. We're gonna keep the pets at 75. The personal envelope is, I tried to budget 80 for me to spend like on nails or whatever, but right now I'm trying to go natural to give my nails a break. They look horrible because I'm just horrible at biting my nails. I don't know what to say. So that is this month going to be $40, and then eating out is usually $150, and we're going to budget $100. And there's usually an envelope of $100 that goes to my husband towards his startup business, but this month he is gonna be on his own, so I am not gonna be able to contribute to that. So we will, let's see, the next color is blue for that paycheck on the 20th, but that's not supposed to be the next color. Did I mess it up? Yes, I did. I knew it. I always do that, but it's okay. Sometimes purple and blue are switched around on the rainbow. And anyway, so then I forgot about these down here. These are also just envelopes, but they're savings envelopes, not spending envelopes. So I'll be right back. I'm going to speed you up, and I'm going to quick write these in over here on this side. Okay, now that that's done, let's add up these and see and make sure it comes to the 1918. So we have 78 plus 880 plus 156 and 128 plus 70, and that comes to 1312. Then we have plus 75 plus 40 plus 100. And that comes to 1527. So far, so good. Then we have 20 and 20 and 150 plus 161 plus 40. 391, perfect. And then plus 1527 equals 1918. Right on. Next is the purple, which is the no, just kidding, not Rakuten, the room renter. So that will be on the 18th, and we're gonna actually, I always use the whiteout. Can't help it. Okay, best invention. So I'm gonna put on the side here those 3 items, which will be the food for the month, which is 500. The month ahead, oh, my AC just turned off. It's quiet. And then the doggies, another 20 to that one. Okay, and then the next plan, so that's purple. Okay, we can move this here. And then what were we gonna do pink? The Rakuten. So I wonder if I can fit it all here. There's 5. I can squish it in. So Rakuten is gonna give $90. So that's how I divvied it up. So I'm gonna quick write that here. All right, so that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, perfect. And then this one is 500 plus 30 plus 20 is 550. Okay, so I think we're good. Oh yeah, and the bonuses. I forgot about that one. Which I'll do, I'll just, let's just do red. We didn't do red yet. because I have to put the travel reimbursement amount here anyway. I'll probably use red for that. And then the bonuses, my hope is at least to do the month ahead. Okay, sorry. The month ahead 40, the 100 envelope 75, and Christmas is only 6, but that's only because I with everything else, where else did I save for Christmas? Oh, right here. I was only able to save 161, so I was still short technically $6. So that's why I threw it in there. And then anything after that will for sure go to the credit cards. And okay, I feel like we did everything, you guys. Let me just double check. We have our greens from paycheck, the first paycheck. We have our blues from the second paycheck. We have our room renter, and we have the travel reimbursement. I just have to find out how much. And then the bonuses and Rakuten, and then the babysitting. And yes, so those are all my incomes. That's how I'm doing everything. And then well, I'll have to do it by the 5th. Another video, probably maybe the 6th, somewhere in there. Thursday is Fifi's ABCs. Friday is my credit card game day. So we'll probably do it Saturday. Yeah, we'll probably do the video Saturday to fill the green, you know, the first paycheck envelopes, and we'll fill out this as well that day. So yeah, I think that's my video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining with me, and I hope watching me budget, I hope, and rebudget. I hope this helps you guys budget your paychecks, or even if it's not your paychecks, maybe it's just your spending money. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.